Hi everyone, and thank you very much for joining me for today's live stream. And if you don't know me, my name is Helen and I'm head teacher here at Los Angeles English School. And today we're going to talk about character, and I think it's a very interesting topic to talk about, and I really enjoy it. So I think that it's great when we think about character traits and we can analyze ourselves a little bit. So this lesson is for students who are intermediate level learners or probably also advanced level learners. If you happen to be a different level, check the schedule for your level and you can join us on a different day. And also, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also a bell icon so that you will be notified of all our upcoming webinars and new videos. And today, as I said before, we're going to talk about character. And let's take a look. I have prepared some presentation for you guys. A moment, please. Yeah, so that I just want you to see me. And we'll start with not a very good character quality. And I have a question for you. And I want you actually, guys, to type your answers in the chat box so you can see this picture and we will analyze this character quality. So let's analyze ourselves. What do you think? Do you like to talk about your achievements and things that you have or you do very well? Do you like to praise yourself and you feel confident when you do this? So yes or no? What do you think? Let me know in the chat box. Hi guys, I see everyone. Allison, hi. Maria, Victoria, Alex, Dmitry, hi. Hugo from Mexico, hi. Yeah, so and I have here answers. No, I don't like it. It depends. So if you like it, then you can say that you are boastful and you boast about yourself or about your achievements. So actually, guys, it's not a very positive character trait, so it's a kind of negative characteristic. But people who like to praise themselves, they boast about themselves or they boast about their achievements, and we can say that these people are boastful. If you didn't know this word, can you say it with me? Boastful. And I have also prepared some questions. Um, what do you think? What kinds of things do people generally boast about? What do you think? And you can type your answers. It's interesting what you think, guys. Ramiz, hello. From Azerbaijan. Okay, nice to meet you. So, and I had a question for you. What do you think people usually boast about? People boast about their wealth. Yeah, it's true. Success. Yeah. People generally boast about their achievements. Exactly. Okay, great. Thank you, guys. So let's move on. And here we have a little nice girl, and this is a complete opposite of the word boastful. And what do you think this word is? So if you are not boastful, like this girl, then you are humble. Yeah, very good word. Okay. Shy. Possibly. Yeah. Modest. Exactly. So this is actually, and shy, modest, humble. Yeah, these are very good words, and it's true. It can be so. I have the word modest for this, but you can say humble or shy. Shy has a little bit negative connotation. I think it's better to be modest, but not to be too shy. Okay, so we can be boastful or modest. I have the next slide for you guys. So when you have people who come to your home, do you like having guests in your house? And are you warm and welcoming towards people who come to your house? Let me know, guys. No. Okay. So if you like people who come to your house, you like to have guests, then you are hospitable. Hospitable. And actually, I think it's a very good character trait if you are hospitable. And let me know, guys, what do you think? What makes a person hospitable? Like you can say, oh, he's really hospitable. What does it mean? Let me know, what do you guys think? So, but I try to make them feel at home, exactly. Yeah, so if you try and make your guests feel at home, then you are hospitable. I think that if you're hospitable, usually in many countries, it's very common to give some food, to set the table, and say, oh, you're welcome, help yourself. And it's very common in many countries. But in general, I think I try to be hospitable and I try to be welcoming and friendly and open. So I have some more answers. It means that person happy see guests. Yeah, so if you're happy to see guests, when you care about your guests, cater for their needs. Great, guys. These are all great ideas. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. So, so this is a nice cat. It looks not very nice. So, you know, sometimes cats don't like people who come to your house. I had a cat and he was really aggressive towards strangers, especially my guests, and he could hiss at them. So this cat definitely doesn't like guests. So if you don't like having guests in your house, then you are, what do you think this word is? So what's the opposite of hospitable? What do you think? You can say not hospitable, or you can say it in one word. There is an adjective for this. Reserved, possible, but it's not exactly what I wanted to say. And the answer is inhospitable. So if you like guests, you are hospitable. If you don't like having guests, you are inhospitable. All right, let's go to the next slide. And I have a question, guys, for you. So you can see a lady, she's looking at her watch. And my question for you, do you always arrive somewhere on time and you easily meet deadlines? Is it about you? What do you think? So, and if you do everything on time and arrive to meetings on time, you are punctual. Punctual. And guys, my question for you, what do you think, what can you do to improve your punctuality? Do you have any ideas? What do you try to do? How do you try to be punctual? Punctual, yeah, and responsible also can be. Yeah, it's a very similar word. Yeah, it has very a little bit different meaning, but yeah, remiss. Yeah, it's probably possible to say that it's true. So, how do you try to improve your punctuality? What helps you to be punctual? To be responsible for meeting on time. Yeah, it's like you try to be responsible and remember about the meeting. Yeah. Write a plan for each day. Very good idea. Weekly plan. Okay, so you kind of have a planner. Set alarms. Yeah, these are all great ideas. I usually set reminders in my phone and I always know when something is coming soon. Yeah, exactly. Reminders. This is what I use, and sometimes I have a diary, and sometimes I write appointments, and when it's done, I usually cross them out from the diary. It also helps me. All right, so the next. Guys, and I have a question for you. Can you wait for somebody or something and you don't get angry and you can have a good attitude? So, what do you guys think? Is it easy for you to wait? So, if it's easy for you to wait and you can keep good attitude and you don't get frustrated or angry, then you are patient. Patient. And sometimes we cannot wait with a good attitude. And then we are, what's the opposite of patient? So calm, patient, exactly. Okay, I sometimes lack patience. Anxious. Yeah, this is a good word. It's not an advanced word. Yeah, not an advanced word, but it's still a word. Impatient. Yeah, exactly. So you get impatient. And I have some questions for you. In what situations do you usually get impatient? Let me know in the chat box. So, what can make you impatient, guys? I usually get impatient when I'm queuing. Yeah, you can say queuing or standing in a line also works. Okay, for a long time. Yeah. I sometimes get impatient when I have to wait for somebody for a very long time, or I have to wait for something and I really want it to happen. Like, I've been looking forward to something and it's not coming, and I can get impatient. Okay, let's go on. So, here you have a person, and I have a question for you. Can you think about yourself? Does your mood change suddenly and you can become unhappy or angry easily? What do you think of yourself? So, my mood is rather stable. It doesn't change so often, but like when teenagers, especially, they have this specific period in their life when they are very changeable and their mood changes a lot. So, what do you think? So, moody, upset, mood. Yeah, so this girl is moody. So, if your mood changes quickly and it's usually in a negative side, you can say that you're a moody person. And I have a question for you guys. What things put you in a good mood and what things put you in a bad mood? We have upset, gloomy. Yeah, all of these words are great. So when I, for example, go for a walk and I chat with my friends and I have some good news and the weather is very warm and I can relax, and if I have free time and I can take my time and do something, and when I read, it puts me in a good mood. When, for example, some members of my family are sick or I work too much, it puts me in a bad mood. So we have some answers. So Victoria, bad weather puts me in a bad mood. Ramis, if I get my goals, it makes me good mood. Yeah, you can say it puts me in a good mood. Arguments are putting me in a bad mood. Yeah, it can happen. Tasty food puts me in a good mood. Yeah, it's possible for me as well. Drawing, or when I'm doing something by myself, it puts me in a good mood, Allison. Great. All right. Thanks for your answers, guys. So, and we go to the next slide. So, here we have a very nice animal, I think. It's a little horse. And what do you think about yourself? So, For you, is it easy to listen to other people's suggestions and you can change your mind if it's necessary? What do you think? So, if it's not easy for you to listen to other people's suggestions, then you are stubborn. Stubborn. And I think it's a negative character quality. And if you are not stubborn, if it's positive, what do you think you can say? So we have stubborn people, and not stubborn people can be called. So you can say that not stubborn people are flexible people, yeah, and easygoing people. And also, I have a question for you here. Um, do you think that you are stubborn in arguments or no? No, I don't change my mind easily. I am a stubborn person. Yeah, and I very often hear it from my students, and the majority of my students say that they are stubborn. So you're not alone. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So, um, do you like to be accompanied by a number of people? Do you enjoy socializing and having some time around people? What do you think of yourself? If you do, then you are sociable. And if you don't, then you are unsociable. So you can be sociable or unsociable. And what do you think? What kind of people always have to be sociable for their jobs? And if it's you, what's your job at work? Do you have to be sociable or it's not a must for you? Yeah, so talkative, outgoing, friendly, easygoing. Yeah, these are all good synonyms. Public people are usually sociable. Or, okay, yeah, TV host. Exactly. Entrepreneur people can be social. Yeah, entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. Correspondent. Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's take a look at another slide. And what do you think, if you think of yourself, do you think that people can easily trust you and people can rely on you? What do you think? Of course, it's difficult to judge yourself, but you can think about it. Because I think that people can trust me. Trustworthy. Yeah, exactly. So it's a good word, Mitriet, nice synonym. And but I have here reliable. It's another synonym for trustworthy. Or if it's negative, it's unreliable. So if you can rely on people, you can say that these are reliable people. If people are not reliable, unreliable. Reliable, unreliable. And I have a question for you. Has a person who seemed really reliable to you ever let you down? Let me know in the chat box. So in my life, I think there were many cases when people seemed reliable to me, but unfortunately, they let me down. Yeah. Yes, Allison has an answer. Yeah, sometimes it happens sadly, but it's a very common thing in the world. All right, so let's go to the next slide. So, in my question for you, are you careful and serious in your work? What do you think? Do you try to do everything accurately and as good as possible? So, if yes, then you are diligent. Diligent. And I have also a question. Do you think that you have to be diligent in your job? And if yes, do you try to be diligent? I was disappointed. Yeah, exactly, Dmitry. It's diligent. You guessed the word. Yeah, you also can say hardworking. I try to be very diligent. I think it's really important. And also, I like people who are diligent. If I have coworkers, or especially if students, they aren't diligent, um, it makes me not happier actually. Like it puts me in a bad mood. I don't like to see people around if they are not diligent. I think it's a very important character quality, especially if you work in a company. All right, so and the next question for you in the next slide is do you think that you are more important than others? And you think that you know more than others and you are better than others? If you do this, then you are arrogant. Arrogant. Exactly, Dmitry. Yes, arrogant. And my question for you guys, what do you think? What makes people arrogant? Why do people become arrogant? What can boost their arrogance? Yeah, Victoria, selfish is also a nice word. So, in terms of arrogance, I think that when people have a very high position somewhere, or they achieved a lot, or they are really wealthy, I think that it contributes to being arrogant. Like, if you feel too confident and you're overconfident, I think sometimes it contributes to this character quality. So, guys, let me check what you think. Admiration. Yeah, I agree. So, we should be careful when we praise others. It could make them arrogant sometimes. All right, so let's go to the next slide. Oh, here we have a very serious word, and you know I really like it. And my question for you are you able to judge and consider something fairly without allowing your own interest to influence you? So you have a situation, and are you able to stay cool in your judgment? And for example, it doesn't matter if you what you feel or if you like this person or you don't like this person. You have to be cool and objective. So is it easy for you? If it's easy for you, but I think it's really hard. Then you are impartial. Impartial. And a question that I'd like to ask you is, could you give me some examples of jobs where you think people have to be really impartial? It's part of their job. Attorney. Yeah, exactly. Judge. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. And I also try to be impartial, especially if I work in a group and I have a class of students, and I try not to judge anyone and treat everyone equally. And if I have to give a score, for example, I really try to be impartial. All right, and the next slide. Here is a very beautiful dog. I think it's very nice. And if you look at his or her, I think it's he, at his eyes, you can see a lot of emotions there. And I think the dogs are able to stay firm and not changing in relationship and feelings toward their owners. And what do you think? Are you able to stay firm and support people or your friends even in very difficult situations? So, in moments of happiness and sorrow. And also, maybe you need to be firm and stable in your principles and your beliefs. Do you think you can do it? If you can do it, then you are loyal. Loyal. So we have loyal friends and loyal relatives. I think I can. That's great. Yeah, we have devoted, faithful. Exactly. Yeah, these are good synonyms. Okay. And guys, do you have loyal friends? What do you think? Unfortunately, I don't have loyal friends, but I have loyal family members, and I think my husband is loyal to me, and I try to be loyal. Do you have loyal friends? Yeah, I have Ramiz, sorry. Allison, it depends on the person, but I'm often trying to be loyal, okay? I have some loyal friends, however, not a lot. Yeah, because loyalty is in deficiency nowadays, and I don't think that only nowadays, in general, it's a very valuable character quality. It's difficult to find. All right, and here we have the next slide. And my question to you, um, do you like giving presents and share things that you have with others? Maybe you like to give your time and effort and your kindness to others. What do you think? If yes, then you are generous. And if no, then you are greedy. So people who like to give and share with others, they are generous. And the opposite of this would be greedy. Generous, greedy. So, what do you think of yourself? Do you feel that you are generous or greedy? I think no one would say that they are greedy, yeah? Let me see your comments. Yeah, it's area generous, charity, generous. I'm frugal. Yeah, it's nice to be frugal, but you have to share with others as well. I'm rather greedy. Oh no, Victor, I don't think so. I know you. I'm thrifty. Yeah, these are great words, Dmitry. Thrifty, frugal. Yeah. I share only if I have it enough. I see. I'm a generous person, but it's difficult to say I'm a greedy person. Yeah, I think that it's hard. If you are greedy, it's just hard to say, yeah, to admit to having this characteristic. Okay. So guys, thank you for your answers, and now we have a little quiz for you. So here you can see sentences, and these sentences are with gaps, and we need to fill in the gaps with suitable adjectives we've just talked about. So, popularity might be dangerous for many people because it can make them. Can you guess a word? And the answer is arrogant. So, popularity might be dangerous for many people because it can make them arrogant. Number two, he's the most person I've ever known. He's always ready to share what he has with other people. And what's this word? And the answer is generous. He's the most generous person I've ever known. He's always ready to share what he has with other people. Number three, people don't enjoy listening to anyone else's suggestions. It's difficult to make them change their minds. What's the missing word? And the answer, stubborn. Stubborn people don't enjoy listening to anyone else's suggestions. Number four, one of our acquaintances is so we never know how he's going to be, happy or sad. And the answer is moody. One of our acquaintances is so moody, we never know how he's going to be, happy or sad. Number five, Mike does everything carefully and properly. He's so. What do you guys think? And the answer is diligent. He's so diligent. Number six, she likes meeting with people and having to talk to them. She's rather. And the answer is sociable. She's rather sociable. And the last one. These people were very warm and friendly to anyone who came over. They are. So the answer is hospitable. They're hospitable. How did you do? I hope that you did well. And I have a final task for you. So, we were talking today about some positive character qualities and also about some negative character qualities. So, first, guys, I'd like you to pause a little bit and try to remember all positive character qualities that we've mentioned in this lesson. So, what positive characteristics do you remember? Type them in the chat box. Yeah, so I see you have some good words here. Diligent, sociable, generous, kind. Kind is a very good word. I like it. But we haven't mentioned it today. All right, so all positive character qualities that we mentioned today are hospitable, modest, punctual, patient, sociable, reliable, diligent, impartial, loyal, and generous. And now let's go to negative character qualities. So, what negative features do you remember? So, can you try and remember those that we've mentioned today in this lesson? Inhospitable, greedy, exactly, arrogant. Yeah, these are very negative features. Unsociable, inhospitable, impatient, boastful. Yeah, this is something not pleasant. All right, so and here we go. We have boastful, inhospitable, impatient, moody, stubborn, unreliable, arrogant, greedy. All right, so today we've talked about character qualities. I hope that it was useful for you guys. And of course, I'd like you to practice a little bit more. And what I'd like you to do is, can you think about a person from your life? Maybe it's your friend, or maybe it's your relative, or maybe it's your family member, maybe it's your wife or your husband, and think about this person and let me know what character qualities or features do you value in this person. Can you describe the character of the person who is really close to you and write it down in the comments below the video, so as we finish you can see the replay to this webinar and you can leave your comments. And this is your homework. And this brings us to the end of our webinar. Yeah, guys, so thank you again for being with me today. It's really encouraging to see your answers, and I'm really looking forward to your task. I'm really looking forward to reading and knowing about close people in your life and what you think of them. And it's true, it's very interesting to me, and it puts me in a good mood when I read your comments. It's true. All right, so again, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified of all our new videos. And also, if you want to study with us, you can visit our website, losangelesenglishschool.com, and you can study with us online on Skype from any point of the world. And as usual, I wish you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in my next webinar. Bye!